Wah, 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 wah. Howdy folks, so it's almost January. I know, how fast does this come round? We've just had Christmas, this t-shirt is a product of said Christmas, and we're coming to a period of my year which I really don't enjoy. So this time of year wasn't so bad up until last year when I started sixth form and January exams started to become a thing, and even, you know, taking into account the warnings of the year above, I did not expect them to be as hellish as they were. First off, you get all these warnings to work, and you know you should in that first half an hour before we actually start lesson that we sixth formers get, but you never actually take it. You just sort of think, I'll revise closer to the time, you never quite know how much you should be studying and how much you should not be studying. So then when you get your results in March, and you come out with a load of E's and U's, you kind of think, okay, maybe I really should have tried a little bit harder. But then you look back on how much you really worked during that kind of pre-January period and think, how could I have even tried harder? Problem is, you're in that kind of GCSE mindset in that you feel like you have worked hard enough when in truth you've not quite reached that A-level standard. I know I'm actually speaking to a very small minority of you because there aren't actually January exams anymore for anyone younger than me. Damn you, Wales educational system. Nevertheless, you may be able to take some of this into account for future use. Now, I can't tell you not to worry because that is obviously never going to happen. All you can really do is try and control that stress and keep your cool as well as you can. The first thing to think about is when you look back at this, it's going to seem like the tiniest thing in the world when in that moment it looks like the biggest mountain to climb, like, ever. Secondly, your worth is not determined by a grade. Exams are such a narrow method to test ability. Just remember, if you're here, then you're obviously capable, and if someone's given you a second chance, then they obviously believe in you enough to do that. Don't brush that off. Take it as the truth it is. The only thing a teacher would be achieving by lying to you is bad grades on their report, and really, no teacher is looking to do that. So you are capable. Hold on to that. Revision sucks, I know, but really, there's no way around it. Unless you have a super brain or photographic memory, in which case you can piss right off. The thing to do is find the best revision method to you, and don't listen to anyone that says that you're revising wrong, because everyone has their methods of revising, and if you're revising differently, it doesn't necessarily mean you're revising wrongly. Just try to remember that everyone around you is dealing with the same pressures, and everyone deals with it differently. Some people get really snappy, some people get really emotional, some people just completely shut down. Knowing this is going to happen is essential to being able to deal with the bickering that kind of comes along with stress. However, the more people that know this, the easier things might become. Thirdly, keep yourself hydrated and energised. Don't skip meals so you can carry on revising, and don't live off energy drinks. I'm not saying cut everything but water from your diet, I mean I live on tea when I'm revising. I'm just saying make sure what you are drinking is keeping you healthy and hydrated. Another bonus of that bit, if you think about it, your skin's going to get terrible if you're stressed, especially if you're anything like me and you really don't want to be clogging it up with all kinds of crap, so water really is the best thing to drink. Chocolate is a brilliant thing to use while revising. You can use it as a reward when you learn an essay or as a quick pick-me-up if you need energy fast. But don't skip proper food just because you feel like you've eaten too much chocolate. If you want something filling and high in energy, try a banana. It'll be better for you in the long run, trust me. Fourthly, don't skip sleep. It's normal to stay up a bit later and revise, but don't lose sleep because really a tired brain isn't going to be helpful in learning those equations, is it? Fifthly, don't procrastinate. We've all done it. We've thought, yeah, let's check Tumblr, and then half an hour later you're like 3,000 words into a fic and you're crying over how perfect your OTP is. It's bound to happen, but bear in mind it takes double the time for you to get back into that studying mindset once you've left it. The best plan really, although you'll hate it, is just to turn it off. Give yourself a decent hour or so of revision. Take a break. Breaks are important, and your brain basically makes the most of its capacity in half an hour spurts. Do 25 minutes of revision, take a 5-minute break, 25 minutes, 5-minute break. That's the best way to work. And finally, don't get down on yourself if you haven't done well. If you know you didn't try hard enough, then try harder next time. What's done is done, and there's no need to get yourself down about it. Just pick yourself up and look forward. And you know what? Enjoy it, because people say that once you're out of school and into the real life of work, you're going to wish you were back there, so soak it all in appreciate it, and then hate on it when you're 30. That's about all the advice I have for you, so pob luck for anyone taking exams or resits in January, and for anyone taking exams at any time in the future, which is probably the majority of you. That's about it. Hannah out!